Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New York Giants and the San Francisco 49ers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And a short pickup to about the 25. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go! Check contact! Dragon 60! 19 right! Go!
He'll drop to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly,
that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
19. Pat the street.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 26. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Lance. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Black shot. Drill green. Blue black.
And Lance now to throw. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Ready. Red, yellow. Blue, go.
Lance and company going on 4th down. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The Niners at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Green back. Red, cycle.
Now Lance. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Down. Flight blue. Ready.
Lance looking to throw it. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1.
Let's go. Blaster, 6.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. Now with 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Lance again. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown San Francisco. Chris Godwin, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Niners have taken the lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. A short kick taken at the 18. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Right there, hurt. 3.
He'll look to throw. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. They'll look to throw here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Okay, break.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Go check.
They'll drop to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Touchdown, Giants. Daniel Bellinger, 30 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from evening this one up. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 30 yards.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, and then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Lance looks to throw again. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
Here we go. Strike.
In motion comes the tight end left.
Go, lead, go. Check, Bobcat. 18 runner. Hawk 70.
In motion, the tight end. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a 1st down. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Pat the street. Pat the street. Hey, check that. Street. Hey, smash Bronco.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Gano's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, and 2nd down. 2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. McCaffrey running up the middle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 11 yards for number 11.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. From the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Ready.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Go check.
Back to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And Lance now to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Here we go.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there.
Okay.
Lance now on 3rd and goal. to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Ready, set. 10 cycles.
And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. He tried to keep it himself, but can't stretch his way in. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. In a design QB run in that spot, maybe trying to catch the defense off guard a bit. It didn't work, though.
Again, we're seeing that college influence come into the NFL. Quarterback run game on 4th down. We didn't see that very much in the previous years in the NFL.
No, seeing it more. Saw it there. Did not work out. Turnover on downs.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
2nd down. Here's Barkley again. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, pass. 60 Hurt. Go, Reed, go.
They'll set up to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much. Because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Now Lance. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the 49ers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance. The passing game's off balance. And
now here's another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the 49ers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. The Lance going to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, you know, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage.
Like 2. Cluster 6.
From the 44, Lance. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Hey, smash Bronco!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. On the move past the 40. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Seven Pirates.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This one is Slayton over the middle. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
18 Cardinals. 79 Broncos. 50 Bearcats. 50 Bearcats. 19 Titans. 19 Titans. Hurt. Go, League. Go.
They'll look to throw again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack it back at the 36. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Under pressure, they got him again. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Well, these guys want to do something positive as this game approaches its end, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, it's really been more indicative of how the game has gone for them.
Pat the street. Hey, check that, street.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is going to have the Giants 1st down as this defense were a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham from 21 yards away. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. And the Giantsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Right there.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's got a man, complete. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They're going to look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition. Work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
Come on, come on. Hey! Get out! Get out! Warrior 17!
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Niners come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So the victory here for San Francisco. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for the Niners, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2.